Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-League to Giants and the start of Season 2 and our first game in the Vanarama National. We start off the second season here with York at home, so definitely a winnable game here in our first game in the Vanarama National. And after signing a lot of players, we've been given a little bit of pressure this season, has to be said. The season preview here has us down in 4th place now. Before I signed any players for the season, we were down in 22nd place, but now we are 4 favourites to get promoted this season. So the bookies definitely back us this season. We shall see about that. In terms of the other team that got promoted with us, by the way, it was Havant Waterlooville in the end. They got promoted as well. They've actually started off their new campaign with a 4-1 win as well. Also got promoted as Darlington and AFC Filed from the Vanarama North there as well. We don't really care about them. We only care about Dover, of course. In terms of the Media Dream 11, we haven't got any players in the Media Dream 11 as of yet. But in terms of the new signings, well, let's get to the outgoings first of all. Well, not really any surprises. Only one player has left us for money, and that is Jack Madeline. He's gone to Oxford for 50k. I did say I wasn't interested in selling him, but he did want to leave. He threw his toys out the pram a little bit, it has to be said. He wanted to move to a bigger club. As you can imagine, you're playing for Dover in the Vanarama National. Would you be interested in joining Oxford in League One? Of course you would be. And a lot of other teams after him as well. League One teams after him. So I'm a bit surprised about that, to be honest with you. I don't know if he's a League One player. You see here, he's a fringe player for Oxford. So maybe he's better off staying with us and maybe get promoted and be a regular in League Two. I don't know what goes through his head, to be honest with you. But anyway, he's there at Oxford now. We've got 50k for him, which of course is not a lot, but at this sort of level it is quite a lot. In terms of the other players that left us, well, all the other players that left us were all released players, of course, and their contract expires end of last season. And not really any surprises here, to be honest with you. Chicky Candy's left us. He's still without a club. He's a wanted man, though, wanted by St Albans, but he did score a lot of goals for us last season. He scored 28 goals in 41 games in the Vanarama South. But as I said, he's just not going to be good enough for the Vanarama National. No chance. If you actually compare him with our striker now, he comes out a mile better than him. So, yeah. He's got 5 finishing now. Not even 6 finishing. He's now gone under 5 finishing. So, how did he score 28 goals last year? I have no idea. The only thing he's got going for him is a little bit of pace. Other than that, he's just not very good, is he? So not really too much of a surprise there. 28 goals, but not going to be good enough for us. Also, James Constable left us on a free transfer as well, as you see there. Didn't really impress last season, it has to be said. A little bit of an underwhelming signing. I was a bit surprised about that. He has no club still as well. He got 16 goals last season, 43 games. So he definitely chipped in. Him and Candy definitely chipped in the Vanarama South, but I don't think they won't do anything in the Vanarama National for us, I'm sure of it. Miles Jones left us as well. He's gone on a free transfer. He's without a club still as well. No one's even interested in him. That's how bad he is. He was definitely a weak link in our defence last season. 37 games he played, but 6.84. He just wasn't good enough, and I just didn't really like him very much, to be honest with you. Also, Stuart Nelson has left off. He left us. He's now retired as well. No really surprises there. He's 41 years of age. Not really much to talk about with him, to be honest with you. And also, Lee Marston's left us as well. 36 years of age. He's a head of youth development at Nuneaton Borough now. He's not too bad, actually, head of youth development. 14 working with youngsters. Judging playability 7, potential 7. So he might turn out to be a decent head of youth development. But yeah, he's on the old side as well. Got rid of the dead wood, basically. All the old players. Lee Martin's left us. And Mitch Brundle as well. My assistant manager has left us as well. He's without a club still as well. He was my assistant manager, but he clearly wasn't a good enough footballer for us. He's a Vanarama South level player at best. They're all Vanarama South level players at best. And of course, we don't want Vanarama South level players. We want Vanarama National level players. And that is what I've done. In terms of the players who have joined us, well, the first one who joined us is very, very exciting. An 18-year-old youngster from Arsenal, Mateus Roberts, has joined us. And as you look here, he's actually quite decent, especially at this level. He's technically gifted. Got a bit of pace about him as well. He needs some work in other departments, of course, physically. But overall, I'm quite happy with the signing of Mateus Roberts. He's only 18 years of age, so he's hopefully he can get better with time as well. He's Welsh. He's on £180 a week only as well, which is great. Just come out of the Arsenal youth system, so we'll see how he does here for us in Vanarama National. But yeah, very excited to get Roberts in. Hopefully he can improve drastically this season, and we'll be having an absolute gem here. Mateus Roberts. Would it be completely foolish to say that he could potentially be a Welsh national team player in the future? Of course, the Welsh national team have players in there from League One and League Two sometimes as well. And Mateus Roberts, only 18 years of age in Vanarama National now. Depending on how much better he gets, he could be a Welsh international in the future. We shall see about that. But yeah, very excited to get Roberts in. And only £180 a week as well. Absolute steal, in my opinion. And of course, many more signings to talk of as well. Another youngster's joined us. That is Matthew Castle. He's joined us from Southampton on a free transfer. He's our new left back. He's 19 years of age. He's Northern Irish. He looks quite good. He's got quite quick. He's quite overall quite good as a left back, to be honest with you. One thing that does scare me about him though is free determination. That's pretty disgusting, to be honest with you. Free determination. Getting into mentoring to hopefully improve that, I guess, throughout time. He's also not very versatile as well. Same with Roberts there. He's on £525 a week, so much more expensive than Roberts there. But he's a good potential player as well. Same with Roberts. Could we see Carson in the Northern Ireland national team in the future? We shall see about those two. We shall see. But yeah, happy to get this player in as well. He adds some left back depth, that is for sure. Also, Callum Wilson has joined us. Not that Callum Wilson, another Callum Wilson. He's joined us from Sunderland on loan. Sunderland as well, instead of Newcastle. He joined us on loan to the end of the season. He's Northern Irish as well. He's a right back. And he's good. He's good. But not as similar to Carson on the left back, his fellow Northern Irishman. He's much more defensive, as you can see here. He looks like more of a centre back, to be honest, and he can play like a centre back, but he will be playing a right back this season. As I say, he still looks quite good. Physically, he's really good at this level, to be honest with you. 16 actual fitness stands out as well. But one thing that looks a bit disgusting is free crossing. Not really great for a fullback, is it? That's why he's mainly playing a defensive mindset this season, shall we say. Fullback and defend. He'll be one of the back three effectively, and Carson can go forward on the left-hand side. But Callum Wilson joined us as well. Very happy with that. Only on loan though, this one. Josh Thomas has joined us on loan as well. He's our new striker. He joins us from Swansea. And yeah, similar to Candy, he's Welsh as well, but Josh Thomas just looks a lot better, doesn't he? He's pressing forward or advanced forward. He looks very, very good, as you see there. He's got 16 flair as well. There's a little bit of trickery about him. Physically, mentally, he's really good, and just, yeah, very happy to get him. As I said, compare him with Candy. It's just, yeah, it's just chalk and cheese, isn't it, really? Chalk and cheese. You think of the Candy's graph there, the speed stands out for him, but you look in compared to Thomas, they've got exactly the same speed, and Thomas is just a mile better everywhere else. And he's 7 years younger as well. So, yeah, very happy to get Thomas in. Hopefully he can bang the goals in for us this season. He doesn't look like a natural goal threat, you know, 12 finishing, 10 composure. But at this level, hopefully he can chip in with lots of goals. 20 plus, I'll be happy with that. But anyway, if he gets lots of assists as well, that will be great. Also signed a new right back in Brooklyn Genesini. He's 21 years of age. He's not as young as some of the others there, so maybe won't get as good as some of the other ones there. He doesn't look as great as some of the other players as well. He's coming mainly as a backup right back, as you see there, Callum Wilson. Those two are battling out for the right back position this season. So Genesini on a free transfer though, £325 a week. Very happy with that. He was playing for Bournemouth, and interestingly enough, he was on loan at Næstved in the Danish Nordic Bet Liga last season. So I don't know quite what the standard is there, but he got some Danish football last season, Genesini. So we'll see what he does this season for us. Also, Taylor Charters has joined us as well. He was at Carlisle. He's at Carlisle, so not really at a bigger clubs like some of the other guys there. But yeah, he looks like quite a good player in my opinion. He's overall quite good at this level. You see there, he looks like an ideal box-to-box midfielder type, doesn't he? It says he can play left midfield. He can play anywhere down the left-hand side, which is great for versatility, of course. But mainly he'll be playing the centre midfield this season. Mainly as our ball-winning midfielder as well. As I said, he just looks overall really good as a centre midfielder. So very happy to get Charters in as well. He looks like a very, very good player. Also, Liam Higgins has joined us on a free transfer as well. Not that good. Mainly just a squad player, to be honest. But hopefully he can improve still as well. He's only 20 years of age after all, so hopefully he can get better. But main thing that attracted me to him was his versatility. As you see there, he can play anywhere down the left and anywhere down the right. So having a sort of player like that in your squad is always very useful. And also, 19 determination definitely stands out for Higgins as well. He's got a bit of pace about him, which is great. See there, 15 acceleration is nice. Determination is good as well, 19. So hopefully he can improve a lot. We shall see about that. But at the moment, he doesn't look great, but his versatility will certainly help with the season going forward, I'm sure. Also, Romain Mundle has joined us on a free transfer. He's a centre midfielder. Not very versatile, this guy, but he looks quite decent as well. As you see there, he's quite decent overall. His speed is his main trait, though, and going forward, of course. Probably be batting out Roberts for that attacking midfielder type we have this season, but looks like a very, very good player. He's on £525 a week, actually, sorry, so he's on quite a lot, to be fair. He joined us from Tottenham, though. Roberts from Arsenal and Mundle from Tottenham, so interesting to see how those two will do together. Ronnie Nelson's joined us as well. He's a new centre-back. He's 6'5", so he's a giant. Not very quick, but I've got him training to be getting a bit quicker there. He's got quickness training going on. Also play left-back, which is great. 17 jumper reach is always very nice, of course. Only 19 years of age as well. About to turn 20, but only 19, so hopefully he can get a lot better. Where did we get him from? Leicester, that was it. But he's also from the area. He's from the area. Or was he from the area? Oh, he's from London, so it's close to the area. He played for Gillingham, who of course are our fierce rivals. Leicester signed him from them on a free transfer, and now he's back in Kent with us at Dover. So Ronnie Nelson there, hopefully he can impress this season. Also, Oliver Hammond joins us as well, another centre midfielder. overall he's quite decent as well. More of a squad player this season, but still 20 years of age. So a lot of young players this season, which I was going for, and I'd very much like to see as well. Overall, he's quite decent, as I said. Hopefully he can improve and get in the first team quite quickly. He joined us from Nottingham Forest on a free transfer, so very happy with that as well. Alex Kovacevic. He is our new goalkeeper. I did have a real problem with goalkeepers, I have to be honest. I tried to sign Andre da Silva Mendes on a free transfer. He did really well for us last season on loan from Morecambe, and also developed very, very nicely as well. But unfortunately for us, with the work permit rules, we weren't able to get the Silva Mendes, and now he's gone back playing in the Portuguese third division, so that's really disappointing. He's only 1 year away from getting citizenship as well, or applying for citizenship at least, and obviously if he had English citizenship, we could have got him on a work permit, which I really did want him because he was a really good player for us last season. As I say, he developed really, really nicely, but unfortunately we weren't able to get the Silva Mendes. The goalkeepers on listed for loan are pretty horrendous, to tell you the truth. There's not really any goalkeeper there who has any point in signing at all. A terrible, terrible standard of goalkeepers on loan. Kovacevic, as I said, he doesn't look that great, to be honest with you, but he is probably the best we could get. One good thing about Kovacevic is he is only 18 years of age, so if he doesn't fail too often, doesn't make too many mistakes, he keeps getting first team opportunities, which he should do because he's one of only 2 goalkeepers at the club now. Then maybe he can develop quite nicely and look like a very solid goalkeeper for us. He's tall, which is always a benefit to have as a goalkeeper, 6'4", but he's got some weak points of his game, that is for sure. As a sweeper keeper, he just doesn't look like he could do the role at all, to be honest with you. Vision 3, acceleration 7, composure is poor, first touch is 1. So I'm playing him as a goalkeeper for now. I'm training as a sweeper keeper to defend and trying to get him better at that, I guess, but at the moment, I just feel like he can't play as a sweeper keeper. It has to be a goalkeeper and defend. But we'll see how he does. He was playing for Arsenal as well, so hopefully he's friends with Mateus Roberts there. And as I said, only 18 years of age, so hopefully he can improve. He's not absolutely terrible, but I would have liked a better goalkeeper, that is for sure. But maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe he gets some great development here and turns out to be a great goalkeeper for us. Also, Ben Acey's joined us on loan from Bristol City as well, so that's our third loan signing. He looks overall quite good as well. Nothing really stands out about him, but overall he looks quite good as an inverted winger. He's got a little bit of versatility about him as well. Can play on left midfield, attacking midfield, and attacking midfield right as well. So yeah, very happy to get Ben Acey in. He's only 18 years of age. Apparently, according to the media, he's our best player or our second best player. So interesting to see what he do this season. Hopefully he can really impress. But as I said, overall he looks quite good. And with him only being 18, he will still develop, of course, so very excited about him. And Paul Jones has joined us on a free transfer as well. He's our new backup goalkeeper. He's 37. He's not very good at either, but he's a new backup goalkeeper, so hopefully he can help out Kovacevic. But that is not the signings done, not by a long shot. We've still got 1.31k left in the wage budget, which is very nice to see. I've done a lot of wheeling and dealing this season, of course, looking for the cheapest option available. Obviously, I haven't spent a single penny, but I'm talking about wages, for example. And obviously released a fair few players end of the season there, so been definitely very, very handy in terms of the wage budget this season, which is great. And 2 players who might join us in the near future is Michael Stickland from Reading on a free transfer, a new centre-back. We need another centre-back, that is for sure. No, on loan, sorry, not on a free transfer, on loan, sorry. Yeah, both of them are loans. But yeah, it looks overall quite good. I'm very happy with Stickland, so hopefully he joins us as well. Be very, very happy with that. And also, a familiar name, Pharrell Williams from Birmingham. He's not that Pharrell Williams, of course, but he might be joining us as well. He's a forward option, definitely another forward option as well. And the thing that struck me towards Pharrell Williams was the fact that he's, other than his name, of course, is the fact that he's very versatile. Can play up front, can play on the left and on the right as well, which is very nice. And yeah, he just looks quite good. So hopefully we can get these 2 in as well. And the great thing about these 2 as well is that we don't have to pay any of their wages as well for the season. So that'll be absolutely brilliant. We'll still be 1.31k under the wage budget, which is very, very healthily under the wage budget at this level, in my opinion. And maybe we can sign a couple more players. We shall see. But I don't want to sign too many players because I'm very happy with how the squad's looking now. As you see here, we've got how many players in the squad? 20 people in the squad now. Hopefully those 2 join me 22, which is quite a big enough squad at this level, has to be said. But maybe I can sign 1 more player to just fill out the squad even more. That would be very nice. In terms of players here from last season, there's only a few. Maguire, Sam Matthews, of course. Had to keep Sam Matthews. What a player he was with for us. Absolutely brilliant. Diaz right as well. Cook, Dinzei, Aga. Yeah, only 7 players have stayed at the club from last season, of course. So 7 players after the club. That is Maguire, Matthews, Wright, Cook, Dinzei, Aga, and Asante. So, yeah, lots of new additions to the squad. I don't think the team cohesion is very good. Yeah, I see it's poor there at the moment. So maybe it'll be a poor start to the season. We shall see. And also, another thing I'll note is our average age of our squad has gone massively down as well, as you can see here. We've only got 1 player over 30. That is Paul Jones, who's 37. They've got a 27-year-old, a 26-year-old, a 25-year-old. 24-year-old, 2 23-year-olds, and then the rest are below 21. So, young squad here now, but apparently we predicted to finish 4th in the season this season. So, let's see what we do in the first game, I guess. And at home to York, as I said, hopefully we can start off the new campaign with a win. That'd be very nice. A little bit of a formation change as well at the start of the new season. I've kept everything else the same in terms of the instructions here, but I've changed the formation a little bit to a 4-3-3 to see how it'll start at the start of the season. Of course, a 4-4-2 went really well last season. Well, fantastically well, of course, until the end of the season where we went a little bit pear-shaped. But we got promoted nonetheless. We finished as champions, so that was brilliant. But yeah, start off with a 4-3-3 this season. In terms of debuts, well, Kovacevic, Wilson, Nelson and Carson in the back five making the debuts today. And you got Roberts, Mundell and Charters, 3 new centre midfielders there. All young as well. AC and Thomas made their debuts as well. So only 2 players start the game who played last season. That is Matthews on the right and Dinzei at centre-back. So York at home, our first game in the Vanarama National. Can we start off with a win? Well, let's find out. Well, to be honest with you, I don't think York are one of the big boys in the league. They were playing in the Vanarama South or Vanarama North last season. I know that for sure because we were playing against them with Hereford. So with us predicted to finish 4th this season, I'm expecting us to win the first game of the season, to be honest with you. And Kuya is a man I'm very familiar with because he played for me with Hereford last season. On FM23, shall I say. He's an Afghanistan international and he was a little bit disappointed for me, has to be said. Please remember, guys, that if you like this video, to hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out and he much appreciated as well. So 21 minutes into this first half here and we haven't seen much from ourselves, to be honest with you. We had 1 shot in the game, none on target. Yeah, it's not been a great start to the new season, but of course, team cohesion's poor now. We've got 13 new signings, of course, about to be 15 of those 2 signed for us, so it's expected to be a little bit rusty to start here. But I'm not really very impressed with this first half, I have to be honest with you. And the first half is absolutely raced by. Haven't had a single shot on target in the match yet, which is absolutely terrible, has to be said. Do I change things in the second half already? Well, the front 3 are not doing anything at all. A little bit of a tweak at half time, they're getting a little bit more positive. We shall see how it does, but not a great start to the new campaign, as I said, but expected to be rusty. We're in our first game in the new division, of course. But at home to York, I was expecting a little bit better than this, boys. I'm not going to lie. A little bit better. It should be 1-0. It is 1-0. That's terrible, that. Terrible defending, that. Is it offside? Don't think it is. Obviously, still no VAR at this level. But yeah, terrible start to the new season. We lost our first game of last season, of course, away to Worthing 2-1. It might be a similar start here because it's been absolutely abysmal this first half from us. Absolutely abysmal. Well, 1-0 down in this game and things are not going well at all. Made a couple of changes here. Mundell has come off and Oliver Hammond's come on for here and also Asante has come on for AC as well. And as you can see here, I've gone back to the 4-4-2. Got a bit more positive as well to hopefully try and get some sort of result out of the game because this first 56 minutes here have been absolutely atrocious. The 2 wingers today have been absolutely abysmal. Matthews, well, we didn't see any of these sort of performances last season from Matthews. Not after the first 5 games, at least, when he was getting his match sharpness. But are we finally going to see a highlight for us in this game? Here's Carson. I put wing back and attack as well. And across the end, Charters is there. He's there again. Matthews is there. Get in. Massive scramble in the box there. Matthews has been absolutely terrible today. He makes it 1-1. And you know what? Already at the start of the new season here, I might go back to the 4-4-2 because straight after changing to 4-4-2, we've scored a goal within 10 minutes. So that is very, very nice to see. Matthew Carson is very good going forward. So him as a wing-back and attack, he effectively set up that goal there. Charters could have scored. Charters crossed it in. Matthews just comes balling into the box there. And it makes it 1-1. Well, definitely seen improvements in the game after that, after those changes there. So that's very nice to see. 13 minutes to go. We're looking like the better team of the game now. That is for sure. Robertson had a good game today. Looks very impressive, doesn't he? 7 minutes to go. A couple minutes to go here. Been a very positive second half from us. After going 1-0 down. Do you know what? I'm fairly happy with that in the end. Obviously at home to York. But you look at that massive difference. After I changed things to a 4-4-2. We really took the game to York then. And Hammond, he did really well when he came on as well. Charters got an assist. Carson, when I put him on attack, he did really, really well. Roberts did well in there. Matthews. So all in all, just a solid performance after changing things there. So definitely positive going forward. But at the end of the day, it is a draw at home in our first game. So not very impressive. But after changes, it looked very, very good, of course. Well, not the greatest of starts to the new season, but as I said, after I made those changes about the 60th minute mark, things drastically improved. So I'll be going with a 4-4-2 in the next game, that is for sure. Yeah. And in terms of the next episode, though, guys, I'll bring you back for both of the heads. And that is away to Maidenhead and at home to Gateshead. And that will take place at the end of September. Well, I'll probably bring you back for them. We guess you never know with me, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm planning to bring you back for those 2 games there at the end of September. Hopefully, go back to a 4-4-2. We can do better away to Notts County in the next game at home to Boreham Wood as well. That'd be very, very nice. Lacking a bit of strikers at the moment. But, of course, Pharrell Williams, hopefully be joining us. He's another striker option, so that'll be great, of course. There we go with 4-4-2. So I might need to sign another striker as well on loan. That might be the final signing as well, or on a free transfer if I see one. So, yeah, hopefully these 2 will join us and maybe one more player as well. We have a big squad at this level, which hopefully could take us places. But anyway, guys, make sure you join me for the next episode, Maidenhead and Gateshead. And thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember, if you like the video, hit that like button for me. And also, do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out. And you much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.